Hello again. So today I am going to be reviewing this eyeshadow palette right here, and this is the SHEGLAM Breeze palette. The inside looks like this. Like, I am absolutely in love with this palette because of this color story. It just screams to me spring, even though there are shades that you could use year round. So I am going to begin by swatching it. I am going to begin with look number one. Number one is called Fountain of Youth. I'm going to begin by grabbing this one right here, which is called Daily Routine. And that is kind of like a very orangey brown shade. I am going to be using that on my crease. Next, I'm going to be grabbing Biscuit Green, which is this aqua looking greenish shade right there. I'm going to be using that on my lid. I'm going to be grabbing Fountain, which is the blue right there. And I'm going to be using that on my lid as well. So I'm going to be grabbing Daily Routine, which was the first shade I used, and I'm going to be using that on my outer crease, on my outer lid. And this time I am doing a little bit stronger. So I am trying to blend it with whatever I have on my lid, just so there's like a seamless transition. Honestly, I don't even know why I used Biscuit Green, because I just covered it all up. But yeah, that's how I'm working it. All right, I am going to be grabbing that same shade, which is Daily Routine, and I am going to be using that on my lower lash line as well. So on my lips, I have this lipstick right here, which is from LLCBB, I think it's called, in the shade Fausta. It's from Lovecraft Beauty in the shade Fausta. Looks like this. So this is finished look number one, Fountain of Youth. On to look number two. I feel like it's very hard to clean off the lid between looks. So look number two is called Flamboyant, and I am going to begin with the shade Flamboyant. Flamboyant is this beautiful shade up here that is like purpley. So I am going to be using Flamboyant on my lid and on my crease. Now I am going to be grabbing Biscuit Green. Again, Biscuit Green is that green down there. And I am going to be using that on my outer crease. I am doing subtle, trying to do subtle. Now I am going to be grabbing Iris. And Iris is this shade over here at the top. It is very purple, and I'm going to be using that on my lid. First with a brush, then with my finger. As you can see, even with the brush, it's actually showing up. For my lower lash line, I'm going to be grabbing that green again And I'm going to apply that right here. On my lips, I have the Wet n Wild Cloud Pout lip mousse in the shade Cotton Candy. And this is finished look number 2, Flamboyant. I feel like the lighting in here, because of the way I have it set up, it's just like, it's looking good like on this side, but this side just creates like a shadow. And I think it's because it's hitting me more like from up, because there's like stuff in the way. I am going to begin with Fawn. So Fawn is this brownish shade right there in the center, and I am going to be using that on my lid and on my crease. Now I'm going to be grabbing Daily Routine, which is the one right next to it, which has a little bit more orange to it, and I'm going to be using that on my outer crease and my outer lid. So now I'm going to be grabbing Supernova, which is that coppery, beautiful shade at the top, and I am going to be using that in my lower lash line. It looks just beautiful and coppery. And finally, I'm going to be grabbing Gold, which is this shade right here, the gold shade. And it's like purplish and goldish and all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to be putting that on my eyelid. On my lips, I have the ColourPop Luxe Gloss in the shade Come Through. This one right here. Okay, so this is finished look number 3, Golden Sunrise. Okay, so final thoughts on this palette. I love it. It has a nice mix of shades. Like it has the purple, that pinkish one, mauve pink. Then it has like this one over here, which it depends on the lighting you see it. It looks more like a rusty red or like a really pinkish pink. Then we have these two that are very earthy tones. This one has a little more orange in it. This one's a little more like fawn, and it is called fawn. Then we have the gold, and the gold is really pretty. Like as you can see right there, it's like gold, but it also has a little bit of like a periwinkle sort of color. Then we have this one down here, which is like purple and silver. The one in the center is blue, but it also looks a little bit indigo, sort of like an indigo kind of purplish tone to it, depending on the lighting. And finally, we have this matte one right here, which is just like aqua. Anyways, I really enjoy this palette. The colors just blended really, really well. They were not patchy whatsoever. They were working nicely with each other. The shimmers are just beautifully shimmery, especially when you grab it with your finger. The mattes are not chalky. They're just matte, and you can build them up, which is something that I absolutely love in palettes. I don't like those palettes that are like in your face, like right away you grab the color and it's like so pigmented that there's like no other way around it. I love it when you can build them up, and I guess everybody has different preferences, so that's my preference. So I'm really, really happy with it. I enjoyed it. Let me know which one was your favorite look out of the 3 that I did. Was it Fountain of Youth, which was look number 1? Was it Flamboyant, which was look number 2? Or was it Golden Sunrise, which is look number 3, also this look? Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe out there. See you next time. Bye.